Here's the hard truth. Millionaires aren't built on vibes. They're built on ruthless consistency, boring routines, and radical ownership. Forget the image you see online. Real wealth doesn't come from trends. It comes from showing up when it's hard, boring, or invisible. You want to know what separates someone who gets by from someone who breaks through? Habits, not hustle. Millionaire habits start in the morning. Not some Pinterest perfect 5 a.m. fantasy, but waking up with intention. No scrolling, no chaos, just clarity. Millionaires plan their day before the world distracts them. Most have non-negotiables, movement, mindset, money check-ins. Every day starts with purpose, not panic.com. Millionaires track everything. Every rand, every hour, every result. They don't hope they're improving. They measure it. They know what's working, what's draining their energy, and where their money leaks. They run their lives like a business. And if it's not serving their long-term goal, it's cut. They don't treat money emotionally. They treat it like a soldier. Every cent has a job. Some go to investing. Some go to saving. Some go to growth. But none go to impressing strangers. A millionaire doesn't need to prove wealth. They build it in silence. No flashy lifestyle. No premature flexing. Just stacking, investing, and repeating. Millionaires don't multitask. They focus. One thing at a time. Executed fully. Whether it's their business, their body, or their brand, they go all in. Half-hearted effort gives half-hearted results. Millionaire-level success comes from deep, uninterrupted work over long stretches of time. And guess what? It's boring. It's repetitive. But it works. They don't surround themselves with small talk or small thinkers. Their circle is tight, intentional, and driven. If you're complaining more than building, they'll outgrow you fast. Millionaires protect their environment because they know energy is contagious. They choose conversations that sharpen, not drain. People who challenge, not comfort. They read, they study, they learn from mistakes. Millionaire habits are rooted in humility. They know they don't know everything, so they stay curious. They consume books, podcasts, courses, and mentorship. Not to flex, but to sharpen their weapon, their mind. This isn't about being rich. It's about becoming someone with unstoppable discipline. Millionaires don't need motivation. They rely on systems. They don't need applause. They're playing a long game. And they're okay being underestimated. Because while the world's busy watching, they're busy building. Let's talk about this side of millionaire. Habits that nobody wants to post online. The part where you become the villain in other people's story just to become the hero in your own. Because building wealth means making choices that offend average minds. You will have to say no a lot. No to parties. No to instant gratification. No to proving anything. Because every yes to mediocrity is a no to your next level. Millionaires don't rely on talent. They rely on execution. You can be gifted, smart, and full of ideas, but if you don't follow through consistently, none of it matters. Talent without discipline is wasted. That's why millionaires show up on the days they don't feel like it. Feelings don't run their schedule. Purpose does. They study pain. They dissect losses. If they fail, they don't run, they review. What went wrong? Where was the gap? What system failed? Every L becomes data. Every setback becomes strategy. There's no victim mindset here. Millionaire habits require full responsibility, even when it's unfair. Their relationship with money is surgical. They don't touch money until they've given it a command. If a 10 comes in, it gets split with precision. Some to growth, some to peace, some to future investments. Random spending doesn't exist. Millionaires don't swipe without intention. If it doesn't multiply or bring long-term value, doesn't make it past the budget. They don't chase income. They build systems, while others are stuck trading time for money. Millionaires are thinking, how do I make this earn for me when I'm asleep? When I'm sick? When I'm offline? Passive income isn't just a dream, it's a requirement for financial independence. That's why they build businesses, brands, IP, and investments. Things that outlive their effort. You want the real? Millionaire habits get lonely. While others are relaxing, you're learning. While others are spending, you're investing. While others are doubting, you're doubling down. You'll be misunderstood, called obsessed, even judged. But the reward is peace, the kind of peace that comes from knowing. Your bills are paid by systems, not stress. Millionaires think in decades. They sacrifice a fun weekend to build a powerful year. They skip temporary validation to build permanent freedom. They don't want to look rich. In their 20s and be broke in their 40s, they want to live well, retire early, and create a legacy that outlives them. So here's the bottom line. Millionaire habits are not sexy. They are hard, repetitive, Sometimes isolating, but they work. And they are available to anyone who's done being broke, done being average, and ready to play the long game.